All right, let's take a look at this math textbook I found when I was cruising Amazon with Price Hack. And this is a good example of a book that's like pretty good for merch fulfilled sellers and even better for FBA sellers, right? So again, Price Hack works for merch fulfilled. If that's all, if you're only selling merch fulfilled, cool. And it tends to work a little bit better for FBA sellers just because we can price a lot higher, right? And it increases our margin. So let's take a look at this one. So we can see right at the top, the use price is $26 right now, and the average is 64, right? So everything's looking good, and we are $38 below average. And so let's go ahead and click over and do some due diligence here. So you can see right off the top, and by the way, I don't know if I talked about this before, but we have a bunch of advanced features as well, like the average price for this month last year, the date in the last 12 months it's been highest, date it's been lowest, et cetera, et cetera. Okay, so first of all, this copy, 26 was $4 postage, pretty standard, right? Second lowest is 50, including postage, right? So we've got a big gap here between 30 and 50. That's what we're looking for, right? That's what Price Hack is built to find, is these books with these big gaps, right? So, okay, cool. But the one thing I don't like right off the top is this book says minimal highlighting. Now you notice the condition's very good. Now, Amazon's condition standards, their rules state that you're not allowed to sell a book as very good if it has any highlighting at all. However, most people don't know this actually. Most people think any amount of highlighting means you have to list it as acceptable. It's actually not true. You can list a book as in good condition if it has what Amazon describes as minimal highlighting. Meaning, I interpret that as like, less than 10 or 20 pages, depending on how long the book is. So if this book does in fact have minimal highlighting, which it says, we can't list it as very good, but we can list it as good. And so I'm going to go ahead and take this at face value and say we're going to list this as good condition. We're going to pay $30 for it in total. Now the next lowest offer is $50 including shipping. Now, this is an acceptable condition, right? So the question becomes, are we competing with this at all? Well, this is very subjective, and it's kind of outside the scope of this video. Most people, if they've got a good condition offer, they'll price higher than acceptable all the time. Some people, they're more conservative. They just want to get the quick sale, so maybe they'll match it, whatever, right? But let's just say you are going to match it. Let's just go ahead and say we're going to do a very conservative pricing here and price this at $50. So 50 and then already into 30. Go ahead and run the numbers here. $10.70. So we're gonna make about $10 on this book. Okay, selling merchant fulfilled. We haven't even gotten to FBA yet, right? So again, we're paying 30 for it. We're getting 10 in profit back. That's a solid 30% returns. That's great for like most businesses. To be able to do that from your computer, it's like even better, right? So, but that's just like the worst case scenario, right? And again, the average is 64. So selling it at 50, we're actually selling this below the average price. So we're getting really conservative with this. I just want you to know what it's going to look like in a worst case scenario, right? Okay, so next up we have this $60 offer, and also an acceptable condition. Okay, so we don't really have to consider that one because we're either going to price higher than acceptable or we're going to match it, right? It doesn't really matter. So let's just say we are going to skip acceptable, and we're going to go up to this one, which is $70 plus $5 in shipping, right? So let's run the numbers on that. So we change 50 to 75. We're selling merchant fulfill. We haven't gotten FBA yet. $32 in profit. Not bad at all. That's doubling our money. Okay, that's good by any objective measure, right? Now let's look at our prime competition. So let's say we're an FBA seller. Wow, shocking, right? It gets even better. That's how it works, right? So okay, we're gonna pay again $30, and we're gonna sell it for $108. I don't even need to do the numbers on this, but $53 in profit, you guys. What do I need to say, right? It's just a home run by any measure. So, and by the way, I need to get this out of the way. It's a source of a lot of confusion. People think that the highest price factors in FBA. This is only merchant fulfilled, right? So people think that, oh, well, this means I can't sell it higher than 99 because that's the historic high. No, that's merchant fulfilled. FBA is not tracked at all in these numbers. So again, sky's the limit, but in this case, as of now, selling for around $108. And again, we didn't even look at the rank, but I'll show you the rank really quick, and it's 59,000. I mean, this book is just awesome, right? So that's it, you guys. That is the power of Price Hack.